We have got everything in preparation, and now we're actually going to get cooking. So what we've done is we have taken all of the red potatoes and we have diced them into maybe about a little less than an inch size of potatoes. So now that we have them all diced, we're going to actually go ahead and put them in a pan to be baked in the oven. We've already preheated the oven to 425, so that way there's enough heat to actually penetrate all the way through the potatoes. So let's go ahead and get ready to cook these. So actually, no, we don't want to put it in that one. We actually want to put it in this one. So here goes all of our potatoes. So the next thing is that we need to season them. First and foremost, we're going to start off with the peppercorn, the 4-meal peppercorn. And let's go ahead and add some of that in here. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to season all over. The pepper is really good when it's the pepper meal, like the actual pepper balls, I guess is the best way to describe it. It's actually more potent and it's a lot more flavorful. And you can never actually have too much pepper, although I'm sure you're looking at this and thinking, my gosh, that's going to be spicy. So we're also going to use a little bit of the lemon pepper with garlic and onion. We're going to go ahead and just kind of put a little bit of this lightly over it. Just adds a different flavor to the potatoes themselves. And you might question and wonder, like, okay, there's a lot of potatoes in this pan, but what about the potatoes at the bottom? Well, we're going to get into that next, but you're going to actually continue to overturn the potatoes as they're cooking. So you'll go and you'll check on them, say maybe every 10 minutes, and kind of overturn them to make sure that they're cooking evenly along the way. Next, we're going to go ahead and just use a little bit of salt here. And of course, we want to definitely garnish with the Tony Chachere. So the last thing that we want to add is we're going to add a little bit of chicken broth to the potatoes. And what this is going to do, it's going to give them a little bit more flavor. So as the actual potatoes are cooking, the chicken flavor is going to boil into the actual potatoes. Now, this only has 10 calories in it and only has 70 milligrams of sodium. So we actually got the organics kind. As you can see, it's low sodium. And this is what we're going to use here. So always make sure that it's low sodium, and it is, of course, fat-free. So just pour a little bit in here just to coat the bottom of the potatoes, just enough so they have just a little bit of moisture at the bottom. And then we're going to finish off with some aluminum foil over the top, just to get them to kind of steam and boil within, and then we're going to come back in about 20 minutes and take the top off so that way they can be a little crispy on the outside. Now we've got our water boiling over here. What I've done is taken the same seasonings that we've had here, and I've already flavored with water. So I have all those elements in there, but I'm going to actually put just a little dash of this balsamic vinaigrette, balsamic vinegar, into the pot, just to add a little extra taste. Maybe I should shake up some. Just to add a little taste of seasoning. So there goes a small garnish of that. So it looks like we have a lot of spinach here. But in actuality, once we drop this spinach into this boiling hot water, it's going to cook down a lot like greens. So by the time we actually finish putting all 3 of these in here, we'll have about a pot's worth. So let's go ahead and add these in here. And as it cooks down, as you can kind of see, it's already moving slightly down already. And we're just going to keep adding to the water. We're going to go ahead and actually reduce it from high, a little bit below medium, just so that way they don't overcook, because the importance is that the texture remains soft, but not exactly gummy and overcooked. So that going on here. Now, the next thing is we have our salmon. So we're going to want to go ahead and start pulling the salmon out, laying it into this pan here, so that way we can get ready to garnish it with a pineapple, and then it will be covered and then also go into bake. So let's go ahead and get one more piece in here. I think these will fit in here. Yeah, these will fit in here. And we're going to go ahead and put the pineapple on, and then we're going to begin to cook those also. So let's go ahead and pop open this can here. And what we have is the pineapple slices. I always like to get the Dole kind and the 100% pineapple juice. So with that being said, let's go ahead and strain them off. And then we're going to just put the pineapple on the top of the actual salmon itself. So the salmon is going to add a little flavor element. It's going to add a little bit of sweetness to the already marinated salmon.